Old dogs like Tulsa rarely get picked up for adoption by anyone, and these dogs honestly are the ones who are not only waiting the longest but also the ones with the least hope. She knows that she is getting adopted and she might not show her excitement due to her age, but she is as happy as a dog can be. The man has taken up a great responsibility and is brave enough to commit to it. Gromit is the next in line to finally get adopted, and you can clearly see just how unaware he is about what is happening. This small yet old guy might be reserved at first, but his youth comes into action when he is taken out to meet his new owners. They meet him with equal energy and they take him home while still playing with Gromit as if he is still a little pup. If you can't adopt them, at least leave something behind that could make life a little better for them. This lady stumbled upon a 10-year-old dog that was just too colorless and had almost given up of life. The shelter did not provide her a good enough bed, so after taking her out for a walk and some love, she brought her back to her cubicle and left her a gift that will make her sleep all the better. Freckles is an old dog who is not only ripe of age but is also undergoing multiple treatments. He is a dog with a warrior spirit who held on for so long, and that too while walking on 3 legs. He needs time to recover both physically and mentally, and this person is going to help him in both of those. Love heals all wounds, and Freckles is a living example of just that. Next up, we have another dog that is old and having a bit of issues trying to walk. Mr. Wonka here is a true fighter and has waited long enough for this moment. His reward might have come late, but it is sweet, a loving family willing to do anything to give him a good life. When they take him home, he makes sure to look back one final time, saying goodbye to the shelter and the people that stuck by him there. Here is a senior dog that also turned young upon hearing the news of him getting adopted. He stands up on his hind legs and begins wagging his tail with excitement. You can actually see it build up slowly as the dog slowly gets more energetic. Happy endings do exist. This Dalmatian also had a stroke of luck when a kind family decided to adopt him and take him home. The old dog is a bit frightened at first, as usually, when they leave these cages, they are brought back, but this time things are different. The owners spend a little time with him before he starts to realize that this time, he is actually leaving, and on the way back home, he doesn't look old from any angle. Looks like happiness is the cure to everything in the end. Despite his age, this dog is as agile as a cat and is bouncing all over the place. He has just heard the news of his adoption, and trust me, if you think these guys don't know, then how would you explain this old-timer's behavior? He is super happy about meeting his new owner, who takes him on a ride back home, but not without a bunch of shopping. His forever home where he can finally lay down on soft sheets rather than a hard ground. On the other hand, we have those who are not as fortunate and still get left behind despite their years of waiting. This guy is just happy to be given this sort of attention and is walking around wagging his tail just for a little bit of human interaction. That's what you call deprivation. Next up for the happy endings is this brave pup who managed to stay a good boy till the very end. His owners lived far away and wanted to adopt him no matter what, so the kind people at the shelter decided to meet them halfway. All that traveling was actually worth it, as they did not come empty-handed. Not only did they bring love and warmth for him, but they also brought in some new toys. This has to be one of the most committed and cutest adoptions ever. Some get good endings, some don't get endings at all, while the rest just get an ending that is the worst. At this old age, when these guys need us the most, this dog is surrendered by its owners because they couldn't find the time to take care of him. People need to realize that sometimes you need to go out of your way to make things happen. This dog too is a senior dog, and people who think they ask for too much need to watch this video. He is not asking for much, is he? Just some food, a place to stay and be loved like any one of us, and he might have lost some of his energy since when he was young. He makes it all up in this character and loyalty. Today is a good day for this old-timer as the time has finally come when he gets to go home. Someone has found their canine best friend in him, and it seems this guy has still got a lot to give at the moment. He is as happy as a puppy who just got their first ball or chew toy, and that is how you know that a dog has never lost hope and kept strong until the end. Tank here is a survivor and warrior as well. This chubby senior dog has probably endured a lot of fear and uncertainties in his trip to the puppy mill, but was saved when someone decided to take him home. They knew what value these dogs hold and are about to make them eat up all their sorrow and hurt just to turn it into newfound happiness. He has another dog to help him understand the ropes and to play with now, and is headed towards his happy ending. Despite his age, this dog is appropriately named Handsome and is on his way towards his happy ending as well. Handsome here has always been the dog with a smile on his face because he knew better times would come for him, and they did when he found his forever home. Next up we have this guy who might not be named Handsome, but he sure is just that as well. The senior dog patiently awaits his new owners at the shelter, and when she comes to take him home, he still packs a punch with all that power inside him, just waiting for the right moment to come out, and that moment is now. Please consider adopting these guys, as most of them, like this guy, spend their whole lives in shelters like these. They might be getting the basic necessities, but they lack one crucial element: love. This beautiful girl finally has her time and calmly walks over to her new owner when she is taken out, and it might be a simple moment for us, but this moment is very beautiful for the new owner and especially the dog herself.